Have you ever wondered why your dog keeps licking your hands, your face, or even your wounds? Is your furry friend saying, "I love you," like everyone believes? It sounds adorable, but the truth is, not exactly. I know you love your dog like a family member, and every time they lick you, your heart probably melts thinking it's a sweet little kiss. But what if I told you that some of those licks are actually silent cries for help? Many dog owners have misunderstood this behavior until they discovered that something seemingly harmless could be a sign of stress, anxiety, or even an underlying medical issue. What pains me most is that not everyone notices in time to protect their pet from potential risks. Don't worry, this video isn't here to scare you. Quite the opposite. I want you to understand your loyal companion better, so you can connect with them on a deeper and safer level. Today, I'll share 17 real reasons why dogs lick, from warning signs you shouldn't ignore to moments that might just melt your heart. And there's one reason at the end that makes many people go, "Wow, I wish I knew this sooner." So stick around till the very end, because I believe, after this video, you'll never look at dog licking the same way again. Oh, and if you truly love your pup and want to understand them better every day, don't forget to hit subscribe. We'll discover many wonders about dogs together in future videos. Now let's dive into the first, and perhaps the most serious reason people often overlook. If there's one thing every veterinarian repeats over and over again, it's this: never let your dog lick an open wound on your skin. I know many people think it's their dog healing them, like in fairy tales. But in real life, a dog's saliva contains dozens of bacteria, some of which can cause serious infections, especially in people with weakened immune systems. There was a widely reported case where someone ended up in the hospital with sepsis, all because they let their dog lick a small scratch. That's not a cute story. It's a wake-up call. And it's not just about wounds. Even if your skin is intact, your dog's saliva can still carry dangerous bacteria. One called capnocytophaga, unfamiliar to most, can live harmlessly in a dog's mouth. But if it enters the human body through a tiny scratch or mucous membrane, the effects can be frightening. I'm not saying this to make you fear dogs. I just want you to understand that love must come with boundaries. Those boundaries become even more important when your dog starts licking obsessively and constantly. That's no longer affection. It's a silent cry from a troubled mind. Just like humans who bite their nails when anxious, dogs lick when they're stressed, bored, or lonely. I once met a dog that kept licking the same pillow until the fabric wore out. It turned out the dog was mildly depressed from being left alone too often. A small behavior, but if you listen closely, it tells a long story of emotional neglect. It's even more concerning when your dog fixates on licking one specific spot on your body, like your hands, feet, or an old mole. You might think, maybe it just smells like sweat? But there have been cases where dogs detected changes in skin cells we couldn't feel. Some research shows dogs can smell tumors, infections, or other abnormalities. It sounds like science fiction, but it's real in the canine world, where their sense of smell is 40 times more powerful than ours. But don't jump to conclusions too fast. Some dogs lick because they've learned it's how to survive in a stressful environment. Dogs who were harshly trained or punished for doing something wrong often develop licking as a way to soothe themselves and avoid conflict. It's not about love, it's about fear. It's their way of saying, "Please don't hurt me." And that breaks my heart. No living being, especially not a loyal dog, should have to live in fear. The sad part is many people still think those licks are cute. In reality, they're self-soothing gestures, releasing endorphins, much like how some people meditate or enter a trance to cope with stress. It's a biochemical reaction that helps dogs stay calm in a world they can't control. If your dog keeps licking an object endlessly or licks their own paws until the fur comes off, don't ignore it. That's a sign of emotional turmoil they're trying hard to manage. Sometimes your dog licks you not out of love, but to understand you. Your scent, your sweat, even your mood are all imprinted in their sensory memory. They taste emotions, not just through their nose, but with their tongue. If you've had a rough day, they'll know. If you're anxious, they'll sense it. And if you're heartbroken, they'll lick you, as if to give a brief silent hug they can't express with words. There are times when dogs lick to mirror your emotions. If they sense your tension, they become anxious. If they see your anger, they feel insecure. Licking isn't just a habit. It's part of the emotional synchrony between two beings living under one roof. I met someone who had insomnia for 3 months, and every night her dog licked her feet like a healing ritual, an instinctive comfort that needed no instruction. And you know what yet? Part of why Yeet's lick stems from their mother. From birth, puppies are constantly licked by their moms, not just for hygiene, but to stimulate blood flow, help them poop, and make them feel safe. That first memory of licking is tied to survival and unconditional love. So when your dog licks you, sometimes they're just trying to recreate that original feeling of comfort, like a child holding on to their favorite stuffed toy. As you can see, behind each innocent lick lies a complex emotional world your dog is quietly navigating. And the next part might surprise you even more, because licking isn't just personal. It's a social signal within the pack. Continuing from the emotional connection we've just explored, here's something few people know. In the dog world, licking is also a way to express social status. In packs, puppies lick their mother's muzzle or higher-ranking dogs to show submission and respect. When your dog licks you, they might be acknowledging you as the alpha, the leader they trust. But if this behavior becomes excessive, it might mean they're confused about their role in the household, and that confusion can lead to anxiety and behavioral issues. In fact, certain breeds like Labradors, Border Collies, or German Shepherds are more prone to obsessive-compulsive behaviors, licking being one of the most common. Just like humans can suffer from OCD, these dogs get stuck in behavior loops. The more you scold them, the more anxious they get, and the more they lick to comfort themselves. That's why understanding and patience are the most powerful ways to show love. And if you've ever yelled at your dog for doing something wrong, only to have them come lick your hand as if they're apologizing, please remember, they're not sorry. They're scared. Dogs don't understand right or wrong the way humans do. They react to emotion. Your dog licks to calm you down, to say, please don't be mad. If we don't understand that, we might accidentally teach them to behave based on fear, not love. Sometimes the reason for licking isn't complicated at all. A scented lotion or leftover food on your skin might trigger a licking spree. Products with sweet smells, coconut oil, or even your natural salty skin can be delicious to dogs. It's a survival instinct, but if repeated too often, it can become a bad habit. So next time your dog starts licking, ask yourself, did I just apply hand cream? Another reason, often overlooked, is a lack of minerals or calcium. Some dogs lick hands, walls, carpets, or floors obsessively because their body is trying to compensate through taste. While this is rarer, a simple vet test can identify it quickly. Just one checkup could prevent a long-term chain reaction of mental and physical issues. For dogs that have been abandoned or traumatized, licking often reflects a deep need to reconnect. They've felt rejection before. Now, with you, every lick is their way of holding on to the safety they've found. It's like a once-hungry child wanting more hugs than usual. That attachment is precious, but also a reminder that your love needs to be consistent, stable, and never withdrawn again. The most touching moments are when dogs lick not because they want something, but because they sense that you do. When you're slumped over with fatigue, overwhelmed, or heartbroken, your dog might quietly come over and place their tongue on your hand. That's not instinct. That's the purest form of connection between two souls. Dogs can't speak, but they hear your pain. And they respond with a gentleness that needs no words. And sometimes, licking is simply a dog's way of marking you as theirs. Their saliva contains enzymes that mark scent, and when they lick you, it's not just instinct. It's a quiet declaration. This person is mine. It may sound silly, but it's one of the simplest ways dogs show connection, ownership, and love. Not loud or flashy, just deeply felt and gently shared. As you've seen, every lick from your dog, no matter where, when, or why, holds a world of emotion. A world that, if you're patient enough to enter, helps you understand your dog better, and maybe even yourself, as a loving and mindful pet parent. If this video helped you see your pup with new eyes, don't forget to hit subscribe so we can keep exploring the little mysteries of canine behavior together. Each week, we'll clear up misconceptions, ease your worries, and build a deeper, smarter love for dogs, one gentle lick at a time.